Yesterday I heard somebody say something along the lines of, there are just no original ideas anymore and everything is just a remix of something else. The idea that everything is unoriginal is a really unoriginal idea, and even though it's true from a certain perspective, I think that's kind of a bleak perspective. So maybe it's time for us to redefine what an original idea actually is. To do this, we have to pretend that ideas are like matter and energy. They can't be created or destroyed, just rearranged. Carl Sagan once said that if you want to make an apple pie from scratch, you have to first create the universe. Similarly, if Bach wanted to write the Art of Fugue all by himself, he would have had to invent the fugue, and music, and sound for that matter. But he was just rearranging ideas of people who had been 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 rearranging ideas of people who one day decided to rearrange the raw data of the universe and call it art or science, or maybe they just had one word for both of those things back then. Because in this way of thinking, artists and scientists are kind of doing the same thing. They're looking for patterns that may seem unrelated, but then they're isolating them and rearranging them in search of truth and or beauty. And any seemingly original idea is going to be made up of these smaller recycled components. Once you give up on trying to invent the materials you need to create something, it's actually really easy to create something. In fact, I think it's easier now than ever because we have unlimited sources of inspiration at our fingertips. My videos, for example, have mostly consisted of me just giving my thoughts on books that I like. Shout out to this one for this week, by the way. Which means that collective decades of work have been filtered down into these 3-minute videos that anybody can access. But they wouldn't even exist if Hannah and I hadn't stolen the idea for the format from John and Hank Green's YouTube channel. Beauty of stealing something is that nobody can do it perfectly. That margin of error between the original and the copy is where the true spark of creativity lies. So steal more, and steal often. Because if you steal from one person, it's plagiarism, but if you steal from 100, it's inspiration. Totally stole that last sentence, by the way. Here's a good one. Modern art equals I could do that plus, yeah, but you didn't.